Have you ever wondered why some people seem to gain more freedom as they grow older, while others become more trapped despite working harder every year? The Stoics would tell you something uncomfortable. The problem is not effort. The problem is direction. Most people spend their lives running faster without asking whether they are running toward freedom or toward a more comfortable prison. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily that life is short and that every action should move a person closer to wisdom and independence. Yet most people wake up, work, spend, repeat, and slowly surrender control of their lives without even realizing it. Today, we explore 3 Stoic games that separate the free from the trapped. These games are not about getting rich quickly. They are about gaining control over your time, your choices, and your future. And the first game begins with a question few people dare to ask. Do you own your life, or are you merely renting it? Ownership versus dependence. The first Stoic principle is simple. Anything you do not control can eventually control you. Most people believe their job creates security. But the Stoics never confused dependence with security. If your survival depends entirely on one source, one employer, one paycheck, then your freedom exists at the mercy of someone else's decisions. Epictetus taught that freedom begins when you reduce unnecessary dependence. This does not mean quitting your job tomorrow. It means understanding the difference between labor and ownership. A worker sells time. An owner creates assets. A worker must constantly show up. An asset continues producing value even when the creator is absent. Think about a book, a course, a business, a piece of content, a rental property, a software application. The effort may happen once. The value can continue for years. The Stoics understood that time is life itself, and every hour sold forever is an hour that can never be recovered. That is why true wealth is not measured by income. It is measured by how much of your life belongs to you. The first step toward freedom is not earning more. It is building something that eventually works without you, because the goal is not to become richer. The goal is to become harder to control. Leverage versus limitation. Imagine trying to move a massive stone with your bare hands. Now imagine using a lever. The effort changes. The result changes. This is exactly how leverage works. The Stoics respected effort, but they also respected wisdom. And wisdom asks a simple question. How can the same energy produce a greater outcome? Most people live inside a linear system. 1 hour worked, 1 hour paid. 10 hours worked, 10 hours paid. Their results remain permanently tied to their effort. But leverage breaks that relationship. Leverage is not laziness. It is intelligent multiplication. Technology is leverage. Systems are leverage. Teams are leverage. Media is leverage. Knowledge is leverage. One video can reach millions. One product can serve thousands. One idea can influence generations. The Stoic understands that life is limited. Therefore, every action must be chosen carefully. Seneca warned that people are not given a short life. They simply waste much of it. Leverage reduces waste. It allows today's effort to continue creating value tomorrow. That is why wise people ask different questions. Not, how hard can I work? But, how intelligently can I build? Not, how much can I do myself? But, how can this continue without me? The person who masters leverage is no longer trapped by the clock. They begin creating systems that outlive their daily effort. And that changes everything. Positioning versus fairness. One of the hardest Stoic lessons is accepting reality exactly as it is. not as you wish it to be, not as society promises it should be, as it truly is. Many people spend years waiting for fairness. The Stoics spent their lives preparing for reality. Reality rewards positioning. Reality rewards preparation. Reality rewards those who place themselves where opportunity naturally flows. Imagine two seeds. One is planted in fertile soil. The other is planted in stone. Even if both try equally hard, their outcomes will be different. Environment matters. The people around you matter. The information you consume matters. The opportunities you can access matter. The Stoics understood that while you cannot control every external event, you can control where you place yourself. You can choose your environment. You can choose your mentors. You can choose your habits. You can choose your direction. Every great transformation begins with positioning. The right room can change your life. The right skill can change your future. The right network can save years of struggle. Most people focus only on effort. The wise focus on both effort and environment. Because a strong person in the wrong environment struggles. A strong person in the right environment thrives. Position yourself where growth becomes natural. That is how freedom accelerates. The Stoic double life. Now comes the strategy that changes everything. The double life. Not deception, preparation. Most people cannot abandon their responsibilities overnight, and they should not. The Stoics valued responsibility, but they also valued progress. So they lived in two worlds, the visible world and the invisible world. The visible world is your job, your obligations, your responsibilities, the life everyone sees. The invisible world is your future. It is the skill you practice after work, the project nobody knows about, the business being built quietly, the investments being studied, the discipline being developed, the knowledge being accumulated. Every day, most people consume. The Stoic creates. Every day, most people distract themselves. The Stoic builds, brick by brick, day by day, month by month. At first, nothing appears to happen. Results remain invisible. Progress feels slow. Doubt appears. But every fortress is built one stone at a time. Eventually, the invisible world begins producing visible results. Opportunities emerge. Income grows. Confidence expands. Options appear. And slowly, dependence begins to disappear. Freedom is never created in a single moment. It is built quietly while nobody is watching. The ultimate Stoic definition of wealth. Most people believe wealth means luxury. The Stoics disagreed. Luxury can be purchased. Freedom cannot. Status can be borrowed. Character cannot. The highest form of wealth is control over your own life. The ability to choose how your time is spent. The ability to say no. The ability to walk away from what diminishes your soul. The ability to pursue what matters. This is why the three games matter. Ownership creates independence. Leverage creates scale. Positioning creates opportunity. Combined together, they create freedom. Not instant freedom. Not easy freedom. Earned freedom. The kind that grows stronger every year. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that your life becomes what your thoughts repeatedly focus upon. So ask yourself, are your thoughts focused on survival, or are they focused on sovereignty? Are you building dependence, or are you building freedom? The choice is made every day, with every hour, every habit, every decision. Most people will continue living exactly as they always have. A few will decide to build something greater. The question is simple. Which one will you be? Because the Stoic patheth has never been about becoming richer than other people. It has always been about becoming master of yourself.